Small forward and a strong 11-point game. As we look at Chalon, who said the struggles they have had, there's more heartbreak for them after the 2-point defeat in Champions League action last week. They followed that up with a 2-point loss to Dijon in the French Pro A as well. I mentioned the 27 points of Jeremy Nzuli, who led the way. He had three other double-figure scorers. Lance Harris, who had 12. Adam Smith, the number 2, who had 16 points. And Usman Kamara, who had 13 points as well. Smith has come under some criticism in the early season for his play. So we'll see if he can bring a strong performance after the way he played last week. A good game in the Basketball Champions League. He had 16 points on that particular occasion. We'll see if he can continue his improved play, but perhaps now inspire his team one step further to see if Chalon can take their first victory of this young but getting longer season. Head coaches shake hands, and see the assistants. They are ready for a good game. I mentioned it is a young season still. We are very much at the early stages, but the coaches will already be starting to feel the pressure. These teams are used to winning, used to the success in professional basketball, so they will want to turn it around quickly. We mentioned Chalon had the strong finish last year. They were FIBA Euro Cup winners. They finished second in the French Pro A Championship as well. They're currently sitting bottom of the league tables, still searching for that first win. On the other side, Capo d'Orlando, they were 15th position. Excuse me. They were 8th position in the Italian league last year. And so they will be hoping to get some victories here, as we see the 3 officials in charge of today's game. We'll be hoping for a good one here in Le Colossi in Chalon-sur-Saône. Pieces of preparation then for these two teams. It will be an entertaining Group B battle, sure. These two teams will come in of 2 teams that we would be expecting to see as potential qualifiers coming out of this group. Remember, the competition works. The teams have been split, the 32 teams, into 4 groups. The top 4 teams from each of the round-robin groups moving forward to the playoffs. As we see the starting lineup, Atsor, Edwards, Kuboka, Nikolov, and Mario Delis make up the 5 for Capo d'Orlando. Major surprises there. It's Ingles coming off the bench. A slight raised eyebrows at that one. In charge, Di Carlo, hoping for some impact from the Frenchman. Now, flag is out for the crowd. The red and white of Chalon into their huddle. There is their starting 5. Smith, Harris, Joseph, Gillet and Kamara make up the 5 for Chalon, which is different to the team that did so well last season. They do have still great quality. See which was on Dennis Cholet. Out on their feet. Will this home court advantage be the difference in today's game? Capo d'Orlando, their sole victory at home and start the Basketball Champions League with 2 away games. Difficult for them, as we caught a glimpse of Jeremy Nzuli in street clothes. He will not be out there today for his team. be surely a big loss for them. Their first home game of this Basketball Champions League campaign. Will it be a good one for them? As Capo Orlando out on the floor. There you see them wearing their blue uniforms. There's Chalon in the traditional white and red colours. Already out hunting their opposition. Look at him, strong performer. Every game so far for the Italian team. Can he continue his strong play? As we are nearly set to get underway here in game day 2. It is Basketball Champions League action. Jump ball controlled then by Chalon. Opening possession, Smith gets it back. We'll reverse it around now. There's Chris Joseph in the lineup. Smith again. He is a scorer. Flips it over this time. And the first score of the game will come from Chalon, and it is the Belgian international, Gillet, man who is known as a sharpshooter from beyond the three-point line. Knocking down the first shot. Capo Orlando opening possession now. Bring it back out. People got trying to find some room. His pass taken away. Chance to run. Kamada will push. Moves it over to the far side. Defense recovers well. And here is Harris squaring up. Oh, good quick step from Harris. Finds some room. His kick out. Goes to the open Joseph, who comes up short on the three. Saw slows it down at the point guard position. Dallas sets the screen. He's trying to free up Edwards here. Edwards searches for a hole. Goes to Fikolev, and then the three is short. It's been a three-point fest so far. There's a good quick step and finish from Smith in transition. And this is a man who's known as a scorer. I said he'd had some complaints early on in the season for the way he hadn't been distributing, but he knows where the ball should go. Averaged 24 points a game last year in his first season overseas from America. The first basket then comes for Capo Orlando. It is Justin Edwards with the finish. Pretty drive along the baseline for him. Harris into the hands of Smith. Here he comes. His pass deflected. He'll stay with Chalon. Smith then from Georgia Tech University. Joseph goes to Smith again. Now Harris, he'll take the three. Doesn't go. Everything from beyond the three-point line early from Chalon, apart from that one drive. Capo Orlando also exclusively around the three-point line. Will fire up another one. It's good from Atzor. The shot was given as a 2. Capo Orlando. That shot from Edwards. Tie the game at 5. Harris will dance, gets into the lane. Finish. And rebound taken. Chance to run. Oh, good pass ahead. And the whistle goes. Foul. Will go against Chalon. It's a great play by Dallas there. Wasn't an easy take for him. The bounce pass was low. It skidded off the ground. Just good look ahead from Atzor, but he asked a lot of his big man still. Mario Dallas did a great job. Giving himself that trip to the line. Then 27-year-old Croatian. It's down his first. Joseph was also for the foul. Second rattles out. Gillet snitches in the rebound, and here comes Chalon. Smith playing an up-tempo game. That's Kamara. Kamara backing it in. Spins. Oh, rebound snatched away by Edwards, and he'll bring it down the floor. So wants to slow it now, pulls it out, pulls the set. He's got the screen to come. Dallas screens one way. Just going to stay high. Edwards finds him, but he's fouled first. Great matchup if Edwards is guarded by Smith as he was in that possession. Explosive athletes. You see just that little glimmer of space for Edwards. So he attacked through the foul. This time Smith is going to guard Atsor. Here is Atsor. Baseline drive from Nikolov. Turned over. Smith pushing. Foul. Take a tough shot, Smith, but as I said, he knows where the basket is. Smith has 4 early here. Look at this, behind the back. Looks like he lost the ball, but just steps to the side. Knocks it down. Goes to Edwards. Edwards tries to respond. Too strong as Gillet grabs in another rebound. Here is Smith. And Smith, it's again causing problems for the defense. Foul. So yes, on possession. Foul against Capo d'Orlando. It's too quick, Smith. Booker is trying to get back in position. He's wasn't able to keep his man in front. Over the top, Joseph, but it's Smith on that far side. Taken away from him as he stays on the floor. Edwards pushes 2 against 2. Capo d'Orlando going to have somebody open. Here is Galbuco, knocks down the 3. Well, Smith slow to get up. The defense couldn't recover in time. And they just Kubuka down the 3. Gillet now to Smith. Smith waits. Finds Kamara. A couple of steps outside the lane though, so he has to use his dribble. He's fouled by Mario Delas. Cheap foul to give away from the Croatian. Harris will bring it in from the baseline. It's back on the far side. Good for Kamara. Here he is. Delas, good position, but he gets beat as he turns to the middle. Kamara, and a fantastic running hook with the left hand. It's Chalon into the game. Ties it 9 apiece now. Another 3. Kubuka. He's made his last one, missed that one. Again, Gillet, who's cleaning up on the boards, grabs another one. Smith's pass goes to Kamara, but he's fouled. Drew the attention. It's Atsor, I believe. Let's have a look. Smith surrounded by 3 players. It's going to go against Edwards, actually. This is the finish on the previous possession from Kamara. Drive to the middle with the left hand. Sideline possession then. Smith has it. Harris, but he's well guarded. He'll cut back door. As Joseph finds Kamara. Kamara can't finish. Opportunity for him. Still a basket. Instead, Capo d'Orlando started this game quietly on the road. Elas will kick it. The open 3 doesn't fall. It's been the difference right now. The 3-point shooting, perhaps. Orlando struggling from beyond the 3-point line. They'll try and run here, though, and it's once again Mario Delas ahead of the pack. He's already drawn a foul running like that in transition. And look at this. Ahead of his man, no one rotating back. A great find as well from Atsor. 3 from Harris, comes up short. Orlando steadying themselves here. Slow the game, try and control this tempo. Delas stays high. Thought about the 3. Instead finds Edwards, and an offensive foul is going to be called. Cheap foul indeed. Against Denis Ikolov. He'll go out frustrated. No substitution for either team then. So Rosenfeld comes in. There he is with the ball. And also Damien Ingles. So Frenchman sub on for either team. Backdoor cut. Gillet trying to find Harris. Doesn't go. It will stay with Chalon. possession. 15 still on the clock. Kamara reverses it around. Felt to Harris. Harris, think about penetrating. It's a little point guard. He'll take the step back three. In and out from him. Saw goes in the opposite direction. Yes, wants the post up here. Here he is. Backing it down. Against Harris. Fades. Opportunity. Got good position. Ingles couldn't finish the shot though. Rosenfeld comes off the screen. Flips it to Joseph. His three. Looks straight. Comes up short. The rebound was by Edwards and he'll go the other way. Edwards looks to the far side. Saw goes to Tchaikovsky. His turnaround doesn't go. It's a little jump hook with the right hand for Tchaikovsky. Teams free flowing offensively. First couple of minutes struggling here. Lid is on the basket. Two teams perhaps suffering from confidence, looking for that first win. There's a turnover. Ingles in transition. Hesitates. Now he gives it up. Perhaps too late. It's tipped away. And it's a turnover. Capo d'Orlando, 3-on-2 in transition, and they're going to turn it over. Ingles tried to hold on to it, just too late perhaps on the pass as he gave it to Kubuka. And it's tipped out of bounds. So Gelabal comes in. Here he is, the veteran Frenchman. In addition, he didn't play last week. Just to pick up with no Jeremy Nzuli here for Chalon. Rosenfeld off the screen. Kamada rolling. There's Joseph, far side, finds Gelabal. He'll kick it out. The open three for Smith. Doesn't fall. Less moves in the rebound. Gives it over to Edwards. Edwards glides through the lane, but another turnover. And Chalon have a chance to run. Pretty behind the back dribble from Rosenfeld. He is fouled. And we'll go against Mario Erding. Number 4, fresh into the game. See. Great ball handling. Rosenfeld. Edwards, he's going to get a blow. Goes out. 2 points. He's Begovic comes in, 2 shots, then team fouls against Capo d'Orlando. So means every foul for this next 2 minutes or 1:59. The Italian team will see Chalon shoot 2 free throws. There is Nzuli on the left-hand side in the streetwear. We won't see him tonight then. Rosenfeld, the Asphalt Band program. Still on the free throw. Both to tie the game here. 11 apiece. Low scoring first quarter. Ingles to Erding. Penetrating, trying to find some room. It's pass deflected. Now Ingles, shot clock down to 3. Pulls up, doesn't get it. A lot of blue shirts in there rebounding, but Smith comes away with it. Gelabal tries to kick ahead. Deflected, little football action. Possession then. Joseph to Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld, quick screen. He's far on the far side. His left-handed jump hook doesn't go in. Ingles grabs the rebound. Here come Capo d'Orlando. Ingles squares up against Gelabal. Good defense from Gelabal. Some former NBA players there. There's Ingles. He's going to be called for an unsportsmanlike foul. Is it against him, or will it go against Erding? A pair of them trying to pressure the ball. To see that again. There's Rosenfeld trying to find some room. Wow. The hands look great from Ingles on the ball. I'm not sure if the foul was called because when both men tried to pick up the loose ball, we put some hands on the Chalon point guard. That was where the unsportsmanlike foul was called, for pulling the man back. It's not there. It's more here. He just gives a little push on the hips of Rosenfeld. Well, either way, Rosenfeld missed both free throws, so we remain tied at 11 here inside the final minute of the first quarter. Vaughan's action as Rosenfeld will pull up for three. Doesn't go. Capo de Orlando have the opportunity to get the lead once again. Begovic trying to find some room, and he will go to Ingles. Ingles fakes the handoff, squares up. It's a match up against Gelabau once again. Gelabau blocked the last one, nearly got that one as well. Ingles comes up way short. The chance for Smith through the gears to Gelabau, and he's fouled. It's an obvious call against Jakub Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski just pushes. That's exactly what he's doing. He gets himself the drip to the line. That's number one. So he didn't play in Champions League action last week. Had 11 minutes on the weekend. 4 points. 1 rebound. 2 for 2 from him. Chalon have the lead then. Final 15 seconds, first quarter. Capo de Orlando trying to find a clean look here. Ali Begovic has it high. He'll penetrate. The lane opens up, goes all the way, can't finish, but the tip is good for Wojciechowski. And he ends the first quarter tied at 13 here then. A low-scoring encounter between two teams desperate for a win. It is 13 apiece in Group B here from Le Golosi in Chalon. The tip in. A much-needed basket for Capo de Orlando there at the end. You can see the percentage. Both these two teams, Chalon, 4 baskets in the first 10 minutes. Capo de Orlando, 5 baskets across the 2-point and 3-point line. And you can see that is why both teams perhaps have not had the most successful records so far in this one.
Okay, we got Bastien on the 3. Okay, we got Steel Mike on the 4 and Steel James on the 5. Okay.
So into the timeout. On Chalon, it is Capo de Orlando.
Cuba inside, and the guards remain. Mariello, watch, 1-2. If not, sweep, salpicano over there. So no call early, okay? Just we steal the ball. Run faster on fast. 1, 2, 3.
Both coaches talking offense, and rightly so. It's been a struggle for them. I mean, Smith started so brightly. He's 2 of 3 from the field. He has 4 points. He is the leading scorer for Chalon. On the other side, no one from Capo de Orlando has made more than 1 field goal. So you can see that both these teams just need to get the offense moving. They need the team shooting at more than 34% from the field. Let's see if the quarter break or input from the coaches will have any impact on that, as we are nearly set to get underway. Second quarter action. Substitution. We'll see Arturs Stoutens come in. He inbounds the ball for Capo de Orlando. He goes to Mario Ehring, the point guard, as a foul is instantly called against Chalon. Far. Looks like he is whistled for it. It is Pinot. It's in fact his foul, the number 65. Confirmation first on him. Ingles pops. There's some room. Good pass. Looked like Wojciechowski. He mishandled it, but he managed to get it back, and he will be rewarded with the 2 points after the goaltend from Far. This good little no-look pass from Ingles. Rejection far too late from Far. Harris at the top to Gelabau. Smith on the wing. Smith doing a lot of attention. Far is wide open, and he knows what to do. All the eyes picked up Adam Smith. This Far, the only man in the paint, the easy slam. Orlando now finds some room. Quick reversal, turnover, quick hands from Pinot, but first man to it is Ingles, and he finds Alibegovic for the open three. Wow, Chalon had the opportunity to run. Everyone thought Harris was going to pick it up. He didn't, and Capo Orlando punished them with a three. Gelabau now to Smith. Same play they had before. Smith this time gets the switch. Hangs in the air. Tough runner from him. Doesn't go, and it's tipped out of bounds. Chalon have got to do a better job getting a higher percentage shot than that one. The defense is switching. What is the strategy? How are they going to play? Wojciechowski goes out. He was the man that played some great on-ball defense in the previous possession. See how the freshman in does. That is Mario Delas. He has it here at the top. Puts it on the floor. Ingles. Extra pass. Alibegovic just made one. He's going to give it back. No. The extra pass. Great ball movement from Capo Orlando. They failed to capitalize, but they will keep it alive with an offensive rebound. Now Ingles has the step. Goes all the way to get the score. Great crossover from Damien Ingles. There you see, left to right, the shift of the ball. Frees himself from Gelabau. Ingles, this is first points of the game. Goes to the line. This is the largest lead for either team then. 5-point advantage for Capo Orlando. Great start to quarter number 2 for them. Ingles fouls to the foul shot. To Gelabau. He'll take the three, misses everything badly. He signals to the bench to apologise. Harris tried to chase it down but couldn't. Chalon need to try and get something to Smith. Smith's done everything for him. He leads him in scoring, rebounding and assists right now. Dallas is going to come set the screen. He'll pop as the rotation comes. Great defense there from Pinot. Now he's going to have it. Sets the feed in transition. Doesn't go. First man to it though is Pinot, and he throws the great bounce pass to Harris. What a feed. Oh, beautiful awareness of the floor then from Bastien Pinot. Look at this. He misses the three, chases after it, but he's barely caught it before he's throwing the no-look bounce pass to a wide-open Lance Harris. It's a big play for Chalon. They needed a score. They were facing that deficit. It's come from the plays come from the 23-year-old Frenchman.
Of the pick, sprint for the pick, set a pick for the 4, and have to decide what we want to do on this side. Okay? We play 5, okay? Hey! Oh!
Bastien Pinot then played 4 minutes in an opening game in the Basketball Champions League. Loss against Neptunus. He recorded 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, but without Jeremy Nzuli on the lineup. 6'5" guard. It's in extended time and he's played well so far here. There's Delas. Wants the handoff. Alibegovic thinks about the 3. Now put it on the floor. Gets into the lane. Eventually finds the open man. A lot of passing from Capo Orlando, but they can't finish. Hesitation from Mario Ehring. He had the lane. And going the other way, the man of the moment, Bastien Pinot, shows him what to do. All the way to the cup to get the score. Slip past Delas. Good feed. Ingles loses it. Picks it up. Is rejected, but a whistle goes. I don't like that one. There'll be 2 shots though for Damien Ingles. Ingles, 22-year-old Frenchman. This is the first. Played at the INSEP Academy 3 years before, playing just 1 season in the French Pro A for Roanne. After that, move up to the Milwaukee Bucks after being selected in 2014 with the 31st overall pick. He's now back in Europe. First season back it is with Orlando, Capo de Orlando. Now Harris goes all the way, gets the score. Twice in a row, the Capo de Orlando team just broken down defensively. Far too easy for Stratons to get beat there. Look at this. Harris just puts it on the floor, drives hard to the baseline. And for a team which is struggling 4 points, this is some very easy opportunities. First pin out, and Harris fails to capitalise. Atzor into the game, controls it. Stratons takes the hand off Dallas, waits for Atzor. Atzor comes off it. Here's Dallas on the little short roll. His jump shot bounces around, doesn't fall. And here comes Pinot once again. Looking confident. Once more, the strong drive. Smith again. That left-hand lane just wide open every time for Chalon right now. And after they faced their biggest deficit of the game just a short moment ago, they now have a 3-point lead. Alibegovic waiting, surveying the floor. They're going to try and go high-low. It'll be tipped out to Alibegovic. Behind the bag, shot clock's low. It's rejected by Gelabau. And Chalon, chance to run. Smith thinks about it. He's in that blazing speed, but what defense from Atzor. Took it away from the American. He's put on the line as he tried to save it though. You see, Chalon, Smith has it. Thinks about going through the gears, but the defense recovered well. Great recovery for Chalon. Smith waits. It's back from Kamara. Kamara, it's about re-screening. Now Pinot, confident, takes the 3, doesn't get it. Fight for the rebound. Edwards is back, gets it. Nice pass to the corner, and the 3 is good. And that is Kubuka. He's come back into the game, and him and Edwards, who were strong performers in the first few minutes of the game, showed their class to re-establish the tied game here. 23 apiece. Kubuka, his second 3. Smith now. For him to operate. Find some room, he'll take the jump shot. He's almost throw away, didn't have anything else on, so just took the shot. Harris will be fouled by Edwards. Smith, he's limited, he doesn't have anything on, there's no space for him to go anywhere. Rather than try and work and get something for his team, something of high quality, just settled a bit for the jump shot. We know he's got that quality to score. The offensive rebound though, he swung the pass quickly to Harris, great play from him. Gave Harris the lane to drive. Second violation, eventually Harris gets it, finds Kamara. Kamara will kick it out. Smith to Harris, wide open, knocks it down. Good ball movement for Chalon. They've started to find their groove a little bit here offensively. Will this be the quarter, will this be the period to kick-start their season? Delas, his pass to the corner. Edwards tried the no-look. Unfortunately, number 33, Denis Nikolaev, was going in the opposite direction. Momentum to Chalon then. Second turnover overload, not what you want. Your Capo Orlando. Kamara kicks it. Smith goes back to the big man. It's taken away. Once again, great defense from Atzor. And he finds Delas. Delas beat everybody down the floor again. Shelabal doesn't like the call, but the question is, who is responsible for Mario Delas and stopping him, because he's just trucking down the floor. He's 5 or 6 steps ahead of Kamara. Nobody else rotating back for Chalon. Gelabal's going to go out. Makes the first. Sideline. The effort of the big man. 3 times he's outrun his opposite number. Gillet, slapped out. Well, he's been on the bench for a long time though, the Belgium. Here he is. Screen for Smith, defense switching. Smith now to Gillet, they're trying to go to the inside. Kamara's got a mismatch. So great defense from Capo Orlando, and they're going to force the turnover here. Capo Orlando with the ball. They're going to take the 3 and knock it down. Big basket, a needed basket for them. It is Atzor. So timeout will be called. Both teams haven't had runs, they've had momentum. Neither team really, as you would expect for teams still looking for their first win of the season, have been that clinical. And when they have a lead, building and stretching it out. Capo Orlando had their largest lead of the game. Chalon came roaring back into it, took a lead, but now once more the Italian team has got this 28-26 lead with 3:16 left.
Have a good weekend here, okay? We play 3 turnovers, and that's the game to play. We're for the win, okay?
Hey, no! Keep on this! Keep possession is important!
Look at the numbers, and you can see 3-point shooting from Chalon is what's letting them down right now. 2 for 12, taking nearly as many threes as they have 2. On the other hand, Capo Orlando, I said, struggled for 3 early. 5 of 10. I mean, they've been helped by Atzor being 2 of 2. Booker 2 of 3 as well. And those 2 shot extremely well. 4 of 5 combo. There's a man who can shoot it. Gillet going to Smith. He's another one that can. And I said, Chalon need to get this man involved. Smith moves to 9 points personal. First 3 of the game for him. That's all to Edwards. That's all. Pulls for the screen. Delas sprints out. Now he's going to roll. He's wide open. Good defense from Gillet. I mean, what a rotation. That will not go in a box score. Won't be any statistic, but Gillet just saved 2 points for his team. Recognised the roll, stepped in front of his man and recovered as they tried to make any pass out as well. Got to say, the offense needs to be better, but credit to Gillet for the defense he just played there. Smith now, waiting. Harris gives it back to Smith. Smith did well. Harris with just 4 on the clock, and he's going to be fouled by Edwards. No shot clock, exactly what you'd be wanting. To a foul, the 3rd as well, against one of the key guys for the opposition. So late in the clock, it's just the forearm from Edwards. He's going to have to go out. There you see 3 fouls from him. Begovic comes back in, trying to sort the matchups here. Harris for 3, knocks it down. Well, coming out of the timeout, what did I say? Chalon need to shoot the ball better if they've got any chance. What do they do? 2 for 2. First Smith, and then Harris. We have a 4-point lead now. Delas isolated. Steps through. Can't finish, and Kamara grabs the rebound. Watch out. Smith takes off. Skips it over to Joseph. The defense recovers well, but Harris puts it on the floor to Kamara. What a feed from Harris. Chalon rolling here at the end of the first half. Well, the back-to-back threes. Harris and Smith making it all happen right now. Harris, the provider. There's Kamara that finished that time. Atsor, his three. Comes up short. Chalon will try and go fast here. Yep, Smith pulls up. Why not? In and out. And Gile grabs in the rebound. This time they can settle. Smith to Kamara. Now Gile. Gile. Tough pass turns over. Capital Orlando. Chance for them to run, but a loose pass from Atsor. And he turns it over. Mistake for Atsor. Maybe a timeout for Capital Orlando. Less than a minute left in this one. Chalon will have a great opportunity to draw something up at this play. Harris drives hard. Two bodies come towards him. No one there to rotate over to Harris. And he gets the dunk. Oh, sorry, from Harris to Kamara. There it is. Beautiful drop-off. Player of the game so far. 4 points and 2 rebounds, but it's been that backcourt combo, Smith and Harris. Harris has got 10 points, he's got 2 rebounds as well. Smith has 9 points, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Chalon, 8 assists as a team, 6 of them for Smith. He gets the opportunity to run. To get back, don't you, in transition. He's so quick up and down the floor. .2 seconds left. As Nzuli looks on, he's the man on the right. Smith there. Enters the offense. Harris dribbles it over. And Smith will draw the foul against Alibegovic. Isolated, catches, turns, fires it, but comes up short. Saul grabs it. Saul will take his time. They trail by 6. Big basket for them, for Capital Orlando, if they can get one here. End of this first half. Delas reverses it. Begovic to Atsor. Now Delas has got Gile on the switch. The tough jump shot. This is everything. You can see the frustration for Denis Ikolov. You know why, really. 15 seconds to go. He will go out. So some for defense. Up stays. It's Atsor that goes out. Quiet Ealing. There he is. Smith lets it roll. Plenty of time for him. Gile in to Kamara. Kamara turns. Oh, finds a lot of room at the ring. Kamara to get the score. One final opportunity perhaps for Capital Orlando. Alibegovic fires it up. Doesn't go. And that is the end of the first half. And it ends with the largest lead of the game for Chalon here. They have the advantage 36-28 at the interval. And a strong finish to the second quarter. Off by this great low post play from Kamara. Takes him to 6 personal. And Chalon, through that guard play of Smith and Harris, have just started to find their groove. 23 points for them in quarter number 2. as he outscored Capo Orlando by 8, and that is the difference between these two teams at the half. So Smith, 9.6 assists, 4 rebounds, as we mentioned. Harris has those double-figure 10 points. You look on the other side, Kupuka has 6 points on 2 threes, but apart from him, everybody else is struggling. Atsor, he has 2 threes for 6 as well. Really, a 35% field goal shooting from Capo Orlando is the problem right now. There you see the numbers. 31% from 2-point range for them. 35% overall, even from the free throw line. Not even 50%. They're being out-rebounded. And the turnovers, 9 for them in the first half, is a problem. You see 9-4 turnover count. So Capo Orlando, a team devoid of confidence. They had that lead at one stage, all the way up to 6 points, but they were pegged back. So how will they respond? Justin Edwards picked up those 3 fouls, but I look towards Edwards, who has just 2 points in that first half, and then Damian Ingles as well, who had 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. They are the 2 players they're going to need to try and find themselves a way back into this one. 2 guys they had relied on for double-figure scoring through the qualification and game day 1 in the Basketball Champions League. We're going to leave you with some of these highlights while we take a break from action here at the interval. Chalon, who struggled in the first quarter. The offense looks stagnant, it looks stuttering for the team 0-5 in the French Pro A. The team, which is the current FIBA Euro Cup champions, started to show some signs of life in the second quarter and show a team which may well be a team we expected to see in this competition. Work for Capo Orlando to try and get themselves back into this one as they trail by 8, 36-28 here at the half. We'll be back after some of these highlights for second half action. Don't go anywhere. welcome back then to Chalon-sur-Saône. We're in France as the French team, Elan Chalon, have an 8-point lead at the half over Capo d'Orlando from Italy. There is Justin Edwards with a struggle in that first half, the number 14 from Capo d'Orlando. One of the key guys coming in, held to just 2 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, but 3 personal fouls as well, as Capo d'Orlando struggled offensively. He scored 13 points in the first quarter, 15 in the second. And a team which is still searching for its first Basketball Champions League regular season win. They have won 1 game in this season, either domestically or in the Basketball Champions League, and that was a convincing 92-59 victory over Avtodor Saratov in the qualification rounds to get here. So they earned their right to play in the regular season in the group stages. So far, they have struggled, losing last week to Gaziantep 82-77, and are now trailing by 8 at the half. Chalon, who are also struggling in this young season, 0-5 in France, 0-1 after the 2-point defeat last week against Neptunus. But you can see how close they are, these fine margins. They lost against Neptunus by 2. They lost against Dijon on the weekend by 2 points as well. Just maybe Chalon have turned the corner here. A 23-point second quarter burst led by that Smith and Harris backcourt. The pair of them have logged heavy minutes in the first half, probably because of the loss or the absence of Jeremy Nzuli, the Cameroonian international. He's in street clothes today. To do for Capo d'Orlando then. Defensively, haven't been particularly bad. Held Chalon to 43% from the field. Rebounding battle relatively close, just 2 in front, 2 rebound advantage for Chalon. They only have 3 offensive rebounds, but the woes for Capo d'Orlando are clearly shooting the basketball. 5 of 16 from 2-point range. 5 of 12 from 3-point range, which is the best statistic really. They're nearly shooting better from 3-point range than they are from the foul line. They have 9 turnovers in the first half as well. So they just need that rhythm, which hasn't been there offensively for them in the first half. Players out on the floor then. Lance Harris will inbound it. He will be out there with Adam Smith. In the backcourt, Gile, Kamara, Joseph will cut the 5 for Chalon. For Orlando, Geary is out there. So Atsor, Rubuka, Ingles, and Delas. So the first, this is a turnover. As Atsor will run. Once Rubuka, who finishes. Good start then for Capo d'Orlando. Easy basket in transition, excuse me. That is Mario Earing. Finishing on the end of the break. And Smith sets his feet, shoots the 3. Doesn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound is taken by Capo d'Orlando. 2 good defensive sequences from them. Piece together some offense. Saw goes to Ingles. Ingles is squaring up against Gile. Tries to step back and shoot over the top, and you can see he just didn't have the legs for the shot. Smith to Gile. Gile reverses it onto Harris. It's going to be open. Gile for the 3. They don't find him though. Harris will isolate against Delas. Kamara extending his range. Doesn't go. Gile, great work on the glass. Picking up his 7th rebound of the game. Strong summer for Gile. They're playing with the Belgian national team. Open jumper at Saw. Where was the defense? What happened here? Kamara nowhere to be found. Harris didn't know the screen was coming. Give that Saw that much room. Scorer for his team with 8 points. Harris steps back. Excuse me, Smith steps back, knocks it down, and now he's the leading scorer for his team with 11. And Smith, smooth player, Smooth offensive juggernaut when he gets going as well. So he had 24 points per game in Italy last season, albeit in the second division. On the floor, has some advantage over Gillet, but can't finish. Delas with the offensive rebound, shot clock winding down, fails to hit the ring. Gillet pulls in another rebound, and here comes Smith. Through the gears, is fouled by Atzor. Before active shooting, so it's going to be sideline possession. A hesitation step. This from Kamara and Gillet, good double team. Possession lead to 6. Chalon, Gillet wide open, easy finish. Where was the defense? Simple, out of bounds, just a quick back screen. Gillet wide open. Absolutely break down defensively. Now Atzor tries to find some room. Delas. Low shot clock once more. Oh, tough shot from Delas. Spins to the baseline, fading away. This looked pretty easy, but it's anything but. Look at that, off balance. Jump hook, Kamara's in pretty good position. The team struggling for offense right now as Capo Orlando are. It's a big basket. Harris double teamed on the sideline. And he's out of bounds as it comes back. Off screen. Keeps it so far side. Booker nearly loses it. He'll chase it down in the backcourt. He's deflected by Harris. Low. Once more, they'll go to Delas. Once more, Delas. Takes away the shot, but this one an easier one. Rattles out for him. And Smith goes through the gears as well. So pegged back by Earring. He evades him now. His pass just tipped before he gets to Kamara. This is going to go out. Who's going to replace him? He's the man who's taken all the responsibility down the end of the shot clock. Chikowski is in, number 18. Harris. The 3 to go, just the rhythm. Double team, skips it, extra pass. Booker fake those as the defense recovers well. And smaller shot clock under 10 for Capo Orlando. Gillet trying to challenge the shot. Ingles give and go. But Atzor loses it. Here comes Smith. Smith is fouled. Heading. It's the personal. To Gillet, this is what he does. Sure, and this one no. It's been limited for opportunities. Anton Gillet. The game with a nice looking 3. 19-year-old pulls up, too strong from him. Here's Smith. Trying to find some comes off the screen, too much space. Jump shot doesn't go. Kamara there for the rebound because the defense was switched out to Smith. Now Kamara on the inside, just too easy. He knew he was onto a loser trying to guard the low post, so he tries to steal it. Rotation doesn't come quickly enough. Still the 8-point lead once again. Tough pull up from Atzor. To the corner. Smith. He's got a lot of room. His pass looking for Kamara on the inside is deflected. It goes out of bounds. Chalon will have it. 14 still on the clock. See the kick from Wojciechowski. Timeout by Capo Orlando, struggling for offense still. The lead 42-34.
Even against Shea, former move, ball, he can roll. They switch, perfect. And right, inside. I know, hey, now they have to work. You know? On this possession, fight on this possession. You know? Let's go. Inside. Hey, let's go. And four. Coach, montre-moi calme. Slow, ouais.
We'll come back out onto the floor then. Possession for Chalon. Rosenfeld collects it. Goes to Smith. Nice high screen from Kamada. He rolls. Gillet puts it on the floor. Nearly deflected in. And he goes back to Gillet and he misses the layup. Well, errors all round. Capo Orlando nearly scored in their own basket before Gillet missed the wide open gimme right at the ring. Now Edwards into the game, playing with those 3 fouls to Wojciechowski. His penetration comes up empty. Gillet collects yet another rebound. Rosenfeld. Nice pass. Smith trying to start for search for Gelabau. Doesn't get it to go. So, heading to Nicolev. Screen for Edwards. He'll get it back. Nicolev foul. Stuttering third quarter for both teams. After a bit of offense coming to life for Chalon in quarter number 2. Lost that rhythm again. Teams combined for just 12 points here. In the first 7 minutes. Gelabau gets back to his man, and look at Rosenfeld sneaking down. He got a hand on it, but tips it out of bounds. Good energy from him. There's the skip to hesitation from him. Trying to find some room. 3 on the clock. The 3 is up, but no good. SikeliArchivi can't finish. Offensive rebound from Edwards, but it's tipped away. Gillet gets there first, and that is going to be foul number 4 on Justin Edwards. The frustration will continue for him then. Edwards, just 2 points in the game. You can see instantly he's going to have to go out. We've got the offensive rebound, is tipped away, and then as he chases the loose ball, he's just a fraction of a second later than Gillet to it. Because of that, he picks up his 4th personal. Rosenfeld down to Gillet to reverse it. Smith. Just through the gears. Smith too quick. Driving to the basket, goes to the reverse. Smith's 13th point on my statistics, now he's 11th. There's the penetration from Kubuka. Keep the ball here. Smith once again. I mean, he just blazes past Ali Begovic there. No help coming. Everybody looking at their man. Give Smith that much room. 10-point lead. Double digits for Chalon. Still Capo Orlando trying to find some offense. Open 3. SikeliArchivi doesn't get it to go. And another rebound by Chalon. From Smith. So dangerous in the open floor. Flips it over to Rosenfeld. Good try from him. Brings the contact against Mario Erding. And some the old Slovakian. Wide open look. Gelabau knocks it down. Too easy for Chalon. Gelabau screens, just pops out. Got a picker action. Erding penetrates, draws contact, but can't finish. Rosenfeld, no push. Into 12, could it be more here? It's open. Rosenfeld will try and find him on the mismatch. Got a nice little flash to the high post from Gelabau. Gillet now on the floor. Finishes. Chalon starting to get that rhythm again. The rhythm we saw offensively in the second quarter, and Capo d'Orlando got no answer right now. The offensive struggles starting to translate over to the defensive end here. Another turnover, no. Rosenfeld had a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Just 8 seconds for Capo d'Orlando on the shot clock. Everything slow, everything taking its time. The Italian team, Mario Delis, I mean, we said when he went out, he was the only guy taking any responsibility down the end of the shot clock. He comes back, his team still only scored 6 points in this quarter. He had 2 of them. Into the hands of Wojciechowski. Full screen, just 5 on the clock. Erding flips it, but the defense is there. I mean, Gillet clearly got in front of the rolling man. And it will be turnover. Chalon's possession. 1:09 remains. Third quarter action here. Group B, Basketball Champions League. Finding their voice. Starting to see some form as Kamada. So Gillet for 3. Doesn't go. Kamada gets the rebound though after the strong work from Gelabau. Flips it over. Kamada had it tipped away. Capo d'Orlando got some numbers. Can they capitalise in transition? Wojciechowski was open, but come all the way out to the 3-point line to find it. Dallas, the reverse, comes up short. Stay with Capo d'Orlando though. 29 seconds left. Strautins comes in. Has it. Waited, picks up the dribble. Everybody guarded. Wojciechowski comes to screen with 7 on the clock. Strautins. Foul called against Gelabau. Just the second team foul against Chalon though, so we sideline possession. Clock now 19.7. Gelabau goes out. Harris comes back in. Defense working for Chalon. Shot clock off this time, 13.7 seconds left. Perimeter. Foul is committed, third team foul. 10 seconds for the Italian team. More to give for Chalon, will they use it? Rosenfeld just committed his first, he's got fouls to give. Erding skips it. Tough shot, comes up short. Rosenfeld grabs in the rebound, and that will be the end of a third quarter, which has seen Chalon build this lead even more. A low-scoring affair, just 18 points in the third period, but Chalon have the 48-34 advantage, their largest lead of the game. Here, going into the fourth and final quarter, and Capo d'Orlando, as they have done throughout this game, still struggling to find the basket. Just 6 points for them. And that is where they need to make the adjustments going into this final 10 minutes.
We go.
Final 10 minutes for Capital Orlando to try and pull back some of this lead then. They'll bring it in from the side. Point guard spot, Atzor. Waiting. This will come screen for him, but it's just slow, it's stagnant. Eventually, Delas finds some space, throws a good pass to the perimeter. So the three doesn't fall. They'll get the offensive rebound, and a three this time from Ali Belegovic goes. Good work after Stroughton's missed the three. He is then the provider as Ali Begovic knocks it down. They're coming together as Stroughton's and Smith exchange words. Oh, it's Harris, excuse me. Pushing it there though. Pushing the basket, remember. Capital Orlando 6 for 17 now. They were 5 of 10 at one stage. So they had a spell of 6 straight misses there. Before that make. As now Kamada has it on the inside, guarded by Delas. Steps through, foul against Delas. Oh no, travel first. Delas looked like he was trying to get the ball, trying to foul. Kamara whistled for the violation. Gives it back, and now Capital Orlando, they had the stop and the score. They had another score here to complete the set. Once more, they're looking to the inside. Dennis will swing down. Stroughton's. It's a switching. Begovic goes to Delas, guarded by Harris. Delas loses it. Whip it out, throw it out. Ali Begovic for three! Back-to-back threes from Ali Begovic then. And as Ali Begovic moves to 9 points. Cuts it to 8. And another turnover. Oh, Capital Orlando. Chance here, they'll run, but turn it over straight back into the hands of Smith. Smith loses a couple of defenders to Harris. Harris throws it high, Kamada. Can't finish, stays with the offensive rebound though. And now Harris wants it. He can't finish it, just rushed from Chalon. Now Ali Begovic, he's made 2 in a row, make it 3, and they're back within 5. Well, Ali Begovic starts the fourth quarter with 3 straight threes, and Chalon looking so comfortable going into the fourth quarter. Now have a game on their hands. A 9-0 run at the start of this fourth quarter for Capital Orlando.
We can run 4 side, okay? We can run 5 turn. We never did.
3-point shooting.
Okay?
Wow. It's been the difference, hasn't it? Chalon, they were 2 of 12. All of a sudden, they started catching fire from beyond the 3-point line. They hit 2 straight from Harris and Smith out of a timeout, and that was the start of a spark, start of a run for them. Before now, Capital Orlando, there we see the confirmation. 9-0 in this quarter. All of those points coming from Ali Begovic. He's got 12 points on the game, 9 of them in his first couple of minutes here, and he's brought his team straight back in. I mean, this is a heat check for him, isn't it? No one else near him. But why not? After he'd hit this one, shot clock winding down a long way outside the three-point line. And that was the one that started the run. He rattled it home. We've got a game on our hands once again. Capo d'Orlando brought themselves back into it. Foul is called against Atsor. Oh no, Wojciechowski, excuse me, is called for it. He was the man who ran through the screen. Comes high. Smith playing off the ball. Back into the hands of Smith. 4 on the clock for him. Does he realise? Dances with it, loses it, is rejected, and it is a 24-second violation. It's just a breakdown from Chalon. They had to recognise, have to know the time on the shot clock. They didn't. Now, Capo d'Orlando, a chance to get within 3, perhaps even 2, depending on what shot they take here. If they feed Ali Begovic, who knows? Delas will take the 3. Way short. Harris brings it in. Inside with Smith. He's waiting. Into the hands of Smith. And there's the foul against Delas. He's just caught here. I need to reach in. Harris wide open to Smith, and his 3 is good. Smith will move to 16 points. Much needed score for his team then. There's the quick turnaround from Stroughton's, bounces high and goes over the backboard, hits the support behind where he went. We'll have a timeout here. Capo d'Orlando. Wide open from Smith. Too easy for him to get a shot like that. Break down defensively for Capo d'Orlando. They're going to talk this one over in the timeout.
Call switch. But higher guy switch. If I switch from low, my guy is wide open. No, you went? Yeah, but it's not one of big switch in emergency. Call. Hey, change set on offense. Change set. Zipper is okay. Your side. Right. Let's go.
Mara back out onto the floor. Chalon then. Put up this lead again. Possession as well to go with it. Rosenfeld has done a good job tonight. 2 points with a plus-minus of 10. Shows you how the team operates when he's on the floor. Good job allowing Smith to become the scorer. And he has it. Rosenfeld will draw the foul. To Harris on the top, on that same play for Smith. He hit the 3 on the previous attempt with. This time he is fouled. 14th foul against Capo d'Orlando. See if they'll run this same play. And Smith, some room. It up and reverses through Gile. Harris now, space for him, so he's got to bring it high, just 2 seconds on the clock. Harris will force it up, doesn't get it. Capo d'Orlando in transition. Delas all the way with the lefty finish. Great play from the big man yet again. He outruns his opposite number down the floor. He's got to got a chance for a bonus point there as well. But Mario Della's doing all he can here tonight. 9 points, 3 rebounds for him. Rosenfeld then, his 3 doesn't go. Wojciechowski grabs in the rebound. A chance for Capo de Orlando. And who else is going to be the first man down the floor but Mario Delas? Double figures for him. And Capo de Orlando within 4. Where is the defense in transition for Chalon? Smith, far side. Get into the lane, draws the foul against Delas. He is frustrated. Just late. Smith's so quick off the dribble though. So he needs the help. Somebody has to, first rule of defensive transition, you must protect the ring. Got to get back, protect the paint. Don't leave it until somebody else is there to take that spot for you. Delas commits his 3rd foul as Gillet goes out. Gelabau will bring his experience back onto the floor for the final 5 minutes, 36 seconds. Smith has played a long time in this one, 32.5 minutes of the 34.5 minutes we've had in this game. That's the vote. Saw just running off the screen, was held back by Smith. Drive and a foul. Gelabau commits it. There's Wojciechowski. Makes a move off the dribble. Camera work there for an angle to see the action. Wojciechowski at the line. That's too strong. Shake of the head. Good. As Coach DiCarlo looked on. Trailing by 5, very much within this one. Amada, some room, pushed to the floor. They didn't mean to commit the foul. That's what they've got to show some discipline. They've got Kamara in a great position, really. He's trapped under the backboard. He's not going to be able to get out too easily. Just not make sure they don't commit this foul. Look, he's surrounded by 2 guys. They've allowed him an escape and put him on the line because of team fouls as well. Kamada knocks down the first. Kamada had 8 points, 11 rebounds in the first game. That's with Champions League. And this one, 10 points and 7 rebounds, so another strong individual performance from him. Saw hesitates, takes it, misses everything. He might have grazed the ring, but he shot it so well up until that point. Saw. This be the chance for Chalon to take a firm grip on this game. You've got to say, both these 2 teams have struggled to finish the game off. Joseph flips it over to Smith. Smith with some room, gets the switch, finds Joseph for 3, is good, and that may well be a huge basket in this season for Chalon. The first points of the game for Joseph, Chris Joseph. Scoreless to that point as that saw penetrates. Out of bounds as the foot is on the line. Stroughton's trying to fade to that corner, make himself available for the pass, just steps back in the possession, back to Chalon after the three-point make. This is it, the first points for Joseph. And seasons are made and lost on plays like that. Chalon going to Kamara. Kicks it out, Joseph, he just made one, will it be another? No, Jelabal got a good hand on it. But numbers in transition. The pull-up from Kubuka knocks it down. Well, a confident shot from Ronaldo Kubuka. This is that, and you've got to say that may well be game, set, and match. But instead, his team's back in this one now. 7-point advantage. Jelabal over to Joseph, nearly loses it. Pull up from him, this is everything, he wants the foul, it's not going to get it. Atzor will try and push, they got numbers here. Penetration, the open three, Wojciechowski can't get it to go, no one rebounding whatsoever for Capital Orlando. 6 offensive rebounds in the game for them. Quite challenged on that one as we hit 3 minutes left in the game. Harris dances and hangs along the baseline. Can't get it to go, but great work from Kamara. Tips it off Damian Inglis. And it will be sideline possession for Chalon, although they have just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Joseph to Harris. Smith turns, fires, comes up short. Going to need to go speed up game here. It's the quick screen. Penetration. For the reach in from Joseph there. Ali Begovic put it on the floor. Atzor brings it in. Open three, Kubuka lost it, and an offensive foul against Ingles. Damian Ingles trying to free his man up with the screen for the offensive foul. In second, opportunities are slowly leaking away for Capital Orlando here. Joseph. To Jelabal to Kamara, oh good feed, led him to the ring, but Kamara fumbled it. Finds Smith, hangs, draws the contact. Wojciechowski puts the man to the floor. 2 shots for the leading scorer on the game, Adam Smith. He has 18. Chance to make it a 20-point game for him. Smith steadies himself. It's also in the first. 24-year-old American. And this is the second. The man was in early, so possession goes to Capital Orlando. 16 points last week, 4 of 8 from 2-point range, 1 of 3 from the field, 5 of 6 from the line. Today, it's been good again. 7 for 14, 6 rebounds and 8 assists as well. Estella so open, he's trying to pass it, he's got to finish. No one around him. All his teammates telling him, why did you not finish? Look, he's trying to make a pass to a player who's guarded anyway. That is the lack of confidence this team is struggling with right now. Kubuka trying to find something. Foul will be called away from the ball. Time just ticking away. Orlando have got to try and speed this up a little. They do have plenty of time, but they can't use 24 seconds on every offense to try and get some points. Steps out, turned over, but it's into the hands of Atzor. Atzor now finds somebody. Ingles is guarded, so he goes to Kulbuka. Kulbuka searching around. He's taking his time. The clock down to 4. They go into the hands of Delas. He fades on the jumper, goes high off the glass, can't get it to go. And another 15 seconds lost from Capital Orlando as Smith will hold it and take his time now. Sit over to Harris. Jelabau. It's for Kamara. Jelabau puts it on the floor. Gets to the ring and finishes, and that may well be all they need. Chalon, the score that gets it back to double digits. A lot of contact for Jelabau. Now Alibegovic into the lane. Ingles for 3, comes up empty. 5 for the rebound. It will be possession for Capital Orlando. Kamara fighting hard for it. Hand on it there. It's going to be Capital Orlando's ball. Just try to keep it alive. And this is the play. Look at that. Jelabau. Looked like there was a foul there as well as he looks towards the official. But he gets the points, and it may well be enough. A 10-point lead with 1 minute 13 seconds left. It has been done before. It'll be done again as well in the game of basketball. Capital Orlando going to have to go swiftly here. Defense switching well. Atsor finds Delas. Wojciechowski wide open on the roll. They score, but Capital Orlando running back now. Points difference always so important at this stage or in this group competition. Just remember the head-to-head record between these two teams, which will matter. Their records are identical. So teams will keep playing here. Smith backs it out, takes a tough 3, and gets it to go! String music from Smith caps off what has been a fine individual performance from him. 22 points. There's the rejection as well from Harris. Smith holds it, walks up the floor. The crowd start to get to their feet. They are finally going to see a victory for their team this season. Smith is going to get it back from Joseph. 7 on the clock for him. He is fouled. Not sure why Atsor would foul now. 6 seconds on the clock. It's 2 shots for Chalon. Adam Smith, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists for him on the game. What an individual performance from him. He was challenged by his coach to step up, improve the way he led the team, and he's done exactly that in my mind. You've got to give credit to Smith and say that he's done exactly what Coach Jean-Denis Cholet would have asked for.
Shoot by 3. Point difference. Easy point.
Now we see the numbers, the 2-point and 3-point shooting percentages for both teams. Despite the fact that Orlando led the 3-point percentage, it's just the 32% for them from 2, which is undone their performance really. Chalon been streaky in their 3-point shooting. When they make from beyond the 3-point line, it opens up the whole game for them. Just hasn't happened enough here, and really, when or if they do take this game, you've got to say it's down to this man at the line, Adam Smith. Superb performance from him, 22 points. This is his second free throw. He's now 3 of 5. Not a happy Jean-Denis Cholet on the sideline. Smith makes the second. Points difference, remember, important, as they have an 11-point lead now. Last 15 seconds of the game. Atsor brings out the screen from Wojciechowski. Foul will be called against Chalon. It's the foul they have to give. Sideline possession with 7 seconds left then. Commits that one. Fouls from Chalon. You see Capital Orlando shooting. Mistake the fouls on the bottom of the picture. Graphic clearly wrong. This must be the 5th team foul for Atsor to be at the line. Substitution will come in. It's a defensive substitution. Nikolov comes back. Atsor makes the first. 9 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists for Atsor. Quietly had a very solid game. 2 of 2 from him. Makes it a 10-point game, and it's going to be a timeout called by Jean-Denis Cholet. He will advance the ball, have 7 seconds remaining for one final play. See if we can add the points differential. That is sometimes so beneficial when you get to the end of the season. Remember, these teams are in 4 groups of 8 teams. It'll be the top 4 that advance to the playoff stages. First to the round of 16 and then the quarterfinals. And when 2 teams are tied with an identical record, they will look at the head-to-head play between those 2 teams. So if Capo Orlando, going back to Italy, win the game between Chalon and themselves, and they both finish with identical records, it will be the points difference in those 2 games, which is the decision as to who will qualify forward. So that is why this final possession means so much. With teams as closely matched as they are in the Basketball Champions League. It will be number 32, Chris Joseph, to bring it in from the side then for Chalon and get it safely into the hands of Smith. He will come off the quick screen and a foul. Not sure why. Tchaikovsky is going to commit the foul with 3.9 seconds left. He sends Adam Smith to the line. Chance for Smith to score 2 points. Boost his personal total of 23. That's a 24 here. Just 3.9 seconds then for Capo Orlando. Get one final score to get it in. Iklev moves it over, the heave does not go, and Chalon recorded their first victory of the season. They take this game 67-55 over Capo Orlando. A strong performance from the French team. They used a very impressive second quarter to build a lead, which they held on to. And Capo Orlando, with work to do, still struggling domestically in Italy, and now they will fall to 0-2 in Group B of the Basketball Champions League. The current FIBA Euro Cup champions then, Chalon, get their first victory of the Basketball Champions League season. And will that be the inspiration they need? Struggling with injuries, they got Mikhail Gilabert back today. Hopefully Jeremy Nzuli will join him shortly. And smiles now for Chalon as they take their first victory. They'll move to 1-1. As we look at the statistics, the shooting percentages tell the story. Capo Orlando just 55 points in the game. Struggled in terms of making shots. And Chalon smiles all round as they take the victory. There you can see they were led by Adam Smith with 25 points. Gillet on the rebounding total. Smith, who had a close to double-double as well. 25 points, 8 assists and 7 rebounds. He was helped by Lance Harris. He had 10 points. Kamara, 10 points and 7 rebounds as well. On the other side, you see the scorers for Capo Orlando. 12 for Ali Begovic, 11 for Delas, and 10 for Atsor as well. Ludo Kubaka, who hit the 3 threes, had 9 points, was the only other player to help out. Jeremy Nzuli didn't feature today after the strong performance on the weekend, but he is all smiles as his team gets their first victory of the Basketball Champions League. They will be on the road again next week. Chalon facing off against Ventspils in Latvia before they will return here to Chalon-sur-Saône in game day 4 against PAOK for Capo Orlando, they finally get to play at home once again after being on the road in their opening 2 games. We know they are strong. In their only game at home in the Basketball Champions League so far, the qualification rounds, they had the 92-59 victory over Saratov. So they will be looking forward to getting back to Italy next week. But they will face off against PAK Thessaloniki in their 3rd game of the Basketball Champions League, as they're still trying to find their first victory. And fans then leaving the arena. They have got to see their team victorious here tonight. A 67-55 victory. A very impressive defensive performance from the French team. They really did put the handcuffs on their visitors tonight from Capo Orlando. And they used the strong guard play from Smith and Harris, who will feature heavily in these highlights. Smith, 25 points and 8 assists, led the way. I will leave you then with these pictures from today's action. It is Chalon that are off the mark with the victory over Capo Orlando, 67-55.